welcome back to the channel and the next episode of the Morocco trip. Today we'll get into some serious dunes and we need to take a little rest in a hotel after wild camping. So let's take a quick look at the map again and see where we're going. So we camped between Erfoud and Merzouga the previous night, and today we make it to Merzouga itself. There's a lot of desert riding. We get into some deep dunes. One of us gets heat exhaustion, so we stop for 2 nights in Merzouga. Within 20 minutes to half an hour of leaving camp, we've got another puncture. This tubeless system is going to get slung out when we get to Merzouga. So, yeah, let's fix the puncture and let's get moving again. So at this point I decided to take a slight deviation to the route, and instead of going around the dunes I decided to enter the dunes. And you know what, if we abort, we abort. But this is what we came to the Sahara for.
Careful, look. Dip. Very nice.
Things are about to get serious. Here we go. Bring the dunes on. Come out of here, I think. Yeah. We need to get right. But it's not going to be so easy. There's some big dunes here. So let's just think. We've got to go straight over that one. And then see that track going over there? You see that one? We've got to get up there. Yeah? So it's going to be super soft in here. Mark! That way. So now that I have a vantage point from a bit of height from the biggest dune in the area, I can actually see the best route to get out of here, and I can map him, point him in the right direction. But yeah, so let's see how that goes. get stuck a little bit. You've got to remember here that we're on Yamaha Tenere 700s. We're fully laden. We've got 21 litres of fuel with us, all our camping gear, all our tools and everything. And we're riding some pretty serious dunes, so we're doing okay. Man down. At this point I make a crucial error. I don't carry enough speed into this dune and get myself stuck, bury the bike deep. It's super powdery, and instead of burying it even more, I stop and I call for help. It's better than just burying it completely, although here I am revving a little bit, but it could have got a lot worse. So I get some help, I get out, and yeah. So what's happened now is I'm unstuck. Mark's walked ahead, scouted a route for me that's going to get me out of the dune field just on foot, and I'm about to give it some revving. So we're all out now. We had a bit of a fun in the dune field, and we take a little rest, have some water, and we head into the next section, which doesn't get much easier, if I'm honest, but it's the route we picked, and it's what we came for. So let's crack on and see how we get on. We rode this desert piste, quite sandy, very sandy, and rutted on the back side of the Merzouga dunes for quite some time. We're following a track that was relatively simple right now, but as you'll see in a bit, there's lots of tributaries and offcuts that you can take, and you can end up going down something that's ends up in a dune field, because these dunes, the sand shifts with the wind, and what is marked as a track can sometimes just become a massive big dune field, and that's what happens a little bit later on, so you'll see.
Let him cool down too. Let's get a photo.
Oh, fucking hell. Did you get any of that on camera?
Yeah, I think I did.
Please. That was
Yep,
fucking amazing.
that was fucking amazing.
Fucking hell.
That
takes some holding on to. Well, if you lean right back, you can rest your arms, can't you?
Yeah.
I was basically sitting on my luggage.
Oh, fucking hell. Fuck, she was getting hot, but she was pulling hard.
Yeah, she won't pull in fourth. She was in fourth for a bit.
Yeah, as soon as I went into fourth, that was
Yeah.
Second and third mine's doing.
I was cut third. I did go up to fourth, but yeah.
I could smell the engines.
Let's have a look, see what mine is actually temperature wise. Oh, 89, not too sad.
Here we are, Merzouga Dunes, day 4. We're at the back of the dunes at the moment, taking an interesting trail through the sand. There are the boys. We did some dune riding a little bit earlier, got a bit stuck, bit of pushing, bit of shoving, but we got through. Proper, not for pussies. It's so good. Damn it. Right. Let's do you first. Sorry, my bad. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Just fucked me up there. There's a bit of night. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Push. Okay. I got it. Smell fuel. Oh.
So what's happening here is we're expending energy now, and it's well into the 30 degrees Celsius in the dunes here. The sun is relentless and your body temperature is going up. So this is where the trouble starts to happen. What happens here is Mark's gone ahead. He hasn't realised that Nigel and I went down. He gets a bit ahead, but actually the track splits over here. And so I can see that where we're plotted, and it's the little track off to the right hand side there. He's kept bombing along on this trail straight. So I stop and it's just time to wait. Eventually he'll figure it out and he'll come circle back to us. So we just sat here in the sun, catching our breaths.
Nigel's back there. I just told him to wait.
So this is where the trail led off deep into the dunes, and we got to this point. Mark had just come off. I just got stuck avoiding him up in this powdery dune, and I pretty much could see, standing up on top here, I could see that this was just going into some serious dunes. The temperatures were well into the 30s and it was time to abort. Nigel had fallen off several times. I'd been looping back and helping him. And at this point, I think Nigel had heat exhaustion. So it was a wise decision to turn when we did.
We need to go back the way we came. You okay?
Fuck, you know, how far back?
Till we're that trail that Mark was going on.
Oh, well.
This just goes through the dunes. We can't ride this. It'll kill us.
Here we are, Merzouga. We've been in these dunes. I think we bit off a bit more than we can chew, so we found a camp spot, stop for tea, bring our body temperatures down, and then we have to get out of here through those dunes that way. So proper dune riding on these big bikes. These are the famous Merzouga dunes. Beautiful.
These two absolute legends brought us tea, offered us biscuits, let us cool down at their camp spot, and refused to take any payment, stating typical Moroccan hospitality. What a wonderful two gents who helped us when Nigel definitely had heat exhaustion at that time. So, you know, possibly life-saving if he hadn't have got in the shade at that particular moment. Yes, he's still riding here, but we had to get into Merzouga, and we were going to always stay in a hotel in Merzouga because we wanted to play the next day in the big dunes without our luggage on our bikes. we found a track back to a tarred road. Happened to spot a couple of camels along the way, which is kind of cool. And as soon as we got to the tar road, we made our way to a hotel that we had got as a recommendation from Desert Rose Racing. Parked our bikes up here in the shade, and we were able to get a wonderful dinner, get some good food that evening. It was one of the few places where we could also actually get a beer, have a swim in a nice cold swimming pool, and just chill out. So, stunning place. Thank you for the recommendation, and see you on the next one.